video simultaneously.
Here we go.
Oh, we didn't do it all
I
together,
was
but
confused.
That's all right. I'll be able to translate that. All right. Welcome
hi.
to the Fucking Brothers podcast.
Week 2 on video.
Week
guys.
fucking 2.
We are here with Noah motherfucking Salou, our
Lil
favorite
Salou.
edition.
The newer version.
The upgrade.
The 2.0,
Factory sealed.
straight out of the box.
The
It's-
taller little brother.
It's me, guys. What's going on?
He's here.
It's
He's
great to have you here, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Hurrah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've been in the background of a podcast before. I've said
Yeah.
hi.
Yep, you sat in the green room to
Yeah.
one of the early episodes.
Correct.
You're going to really experience it, though, tonight.
No, I don't know. I'm excited.
It's going to live with you forever, man. It's impactful.
This is it. This is the life.
It sure is.
Nathaniel, how come every week I see you, your cast gets worse?
What's so bad about it right now?
I mean, last week it was just a brace, but now you look like you have, under wraps on, like you're going to go box after this.
You see the Everlast logo? It's quite literally a boxing wrap.
I
really
hate
need to
you.
see it.
It's
Doctor.
so I found that we wanted to play basketball because we have new courts in town, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna let a little sprained wrist stop me from balling because fuck it, we ball, right?
no.
Yeah.
So I figured out that by putting boxing tape over my thumb brace but underneath my cast, I could like stabilize my wrist enough to block shots with my right hand. And yeah, I've just been wearing the boxing tape for the last couple of days because it helps compress the hand and it enables me to continue living my life the way I want to live it, like punching drywall on the hour, every hour. Plus, like, I kind of feel like a badass with it on, like I go down to Cumbies today. I got my fucking hand wrapped up in a boxing wrap. I got my new fucking slicked back hair. And I'm like, hey, cream machine's broken on the coffee maker.
And they're like, we'll fix that right away, sir.
But yeah, he saw the boxing wrap. He knew I definitely punched that thing because it didn't give me enough cream.
You're a piece of shit.
I'm just living it, man. We're healing up slowly but surely. Icy hot treatment on my balls and on my wrists.
Is this like the equivalent to you having an eye patch? Like you just lay out the hand? Like, are you one step closer to having a hook on your hand?
Yes. The next injury, they're going to have to chop it off.
That'd be pretty sick.
See, like, when they told me it happened, I was like, so do you have to cut it off? And they were like, no, it's just a spray. And then I was like, because I wanted it in a jar if you have to cut it off.
You were like, I cut part of my heel off one time. I think I could do it if I had to.
You got a steak knife? A sterilized steak knife is all I need. And a twisted tea.
Yeah, I think there was still some seasoning on that knife when I handed it to you to cut the heel off.
It was the heat of the moment. And I wanted scissors for what it's worth.
Listen,
I'm not an animal.
We
No, it
we
wasn't
couldn't
our house.
find scissors. We checked the whole house for scissors.
Yeah, and I'm like pale, losing a bunch of blood, and I'm just thinking, oh man, where are they with those scissors? And then they come back and they're like, well,
Here's a knife.
they're like, there's no scissors, and then everyone just like, well, what are we gonna do? And I was like, we got steak knives, right? Because like no scissors. I was thinking, fuck, it's got to come off. I need a serrated blade.
You need something.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it wasn't our house, so...
And yeah,
Yeah, we were on
we
vacation.
were at an Airbnb in Vermont, and like I was coming down from a mushroom high, just looking down at my foot, spewing gallons of blood.
I don't think it was that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't
but
that bad, but you were on mushrooms.
Yeah, but you know
You
what
like
it
to
is?
really over-exaggerate the
I
story.
absolutely do because it adds more entertainment value to the story. But you got to understand is that the mushrooms amplified what I thought was happening.
Yeah, you thought you flattened out your foot.
Because I remember like peeking, tripping, and I'm looking down in the water, this murky fucking lake water, and I just see blood just pouring out. Like it looked like a scene from Jaws.
And you were like, bull shark.
Yeah, quite literally. I was like, the sharks are gonna come bite my fucking leg off.
That would fucking trip me out. I hate sharks.
Another thing
We
too
were,
is
we
like,
were in a lake, though.
Oh,
Sharks
okay,
don't
so,
live
yeah,
in lakes,
but
except for
fine.
bull sharks.
but they
True.
can smell blood.
Yeah, so he's still fearing it.
No, yeah, I
There's
get
still
it.
blood
Water,
in here.
blood, I
Water,
get it.
blood,
Scary.
Water, blood, mushroom trips, psychedelics, not necessarily scary, but kind of like, oh, that might actually be an issue because you don't really feel pain on mushrooms. So when something actually happens that you kind of feel it, you're like, oh, something might be up here.
Is this real?
It's like, you're like looking down and you're like covered in blood and algae, and you're like, is this real? Is any of this real?
Dude, I've never tripped like that before.
Yeah, it was different.
What's the highest you've tripped?
Not on mushrooms. So we're very behind, to be honest.
Just like some really intense weed highs.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
20 bong packs.
I mean, truth be told, you can get, close to a fucking mushroom trip if you smoke enough weed.
Definitely.
If
You
you
know?
eat enough weed.
Yeah, that's a big
Yeah.
factor.
That's also true.
We have all had our fair share of like edibles or something that didn't go too well, and you're like, I'm not high anymore. I need to go to the fucking emergency room.
You remember the the infuser to make our own butter?
Bro, those things are fucking nuts.
They're
fucking
dangerous.
Yeah, like when we were all living together, I was like, hey, do you guys want to throw down on a weed butter machine? Because
Hell
fuck
yeah.
it, why not?
Fuck yeah.
So we get one in, and we're like, all right, let's make some fucking edibles,
Fuck
so-
yeah. What'd you guys make?
cookies.
Fuck yeah.
And
chocolate chip?
Yeah,
That's
God,
the
yeah.
way to go.
We
That's
put
the way to go.
I think it was a quarter of weed.
Yeah, it was either a quarter or a half, but like either way, like really not that much. You got to figure like 14 grams of weed at most.
2 sticks of butter.
Melted into
Okay.
2 sticks of butter.
And-
We end up making, I want to say we ended up making about 18 cookies. That seemed about right.
A big
That's-
batch, pretty big batch.
Yeah, a nice big batch of 18 cookies. We all ate like one half of a cookie, and we're all like pale, heart racing, about to throw up. Like,
We
what
had-
the fuck?
It was a tiny, just like rundown house too, so everyone had their own small room, and all the all the walls were just spinning for hours
Oh yeah.
because of the strength of these things. It was very dangerous. Don't get into those infuser, folks. Just
The problem with
a
those
bite of those cookies is enough.
the problem with those things is you can't really control what's going into each cookie.
Very true.
Yeah,
When you buy edibles at the dispensary, like those doses, those are legal, and they're like regulated. When you make edibles, you don't know the dosage on those fucking things. You're talking like, these are probably, you got to figure 250 to the 400 range milligram
Yeah.
cookies.
The peanut butter cookies that Moneybags made, like
Those were fucked. Those were fucked up, dude.
I ate like
Oh my
2 of those
fucking
things because
God,
I was
dude.
hungry on my drive home.
Bro.
And I was high all fucking night.
Yeah, I ate
They
2.
sound good though.
They were pretty fucking
They were
good. Nice
delicious.
hard peanut butter cookie. I ate like
But-
2.5, and like I'm like playing video games, and I'm like, oh man, I'm really fucking high. I'm like, I can't believe I just smoked that. And then like a couple minutes go by, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't smoke anything. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And that's the thing about edible high too. Like, yeah, I feel like I smoke, and then the high's there right away.
Oh,
Edible high
instantly.
creeps up on you,
Yeah.
and it comes in stages, waves, if you will.
I love a good creeper.
It's like, okay,
too.
this didn't work. I got ripped off. All right, I'm feeling all right. Take me to the hospital. Those are the fucking levels to edibles.
Do you remember
know?
the first time I got your brother an actual edible?
Yeah, that was not good for anybody.
Yeah, no shit.
He thought the FBI was after him.
Bro, I told him not to eat the whole thing.
Yeah, he's like, I like called him. I was like, 'cause, me, Bri, and our friend Kiara were
Yep.
down at Jumbo Donuts, and I
Yep.
called him. I'm like, I'm gonna be a good brother. And he wants a coffee or something. He like doesn't answer me, so I try calling again. I'm like, are you fucking clown? Why aren't you fucking answering me? And I get back, and I'm like, dude, like I was gonna see if you wanted a coffee. You good? He's like staring at the ceiling, all zoned out.
Sounds like spooky.
He's like, well, your number came up as unknown for a second, so I thought the FBI like knew I took the edible. And now they're trying to get to me.
Wow.
To explain the story to you, Noah, the first time I was able to get and find these things called Wonka bars, and they were 350 milligram edibles.
I've heard
and they,
about them.
yeah, and they came in like 10-piece squares, and I was
Yep.
like, don't eat all of this. If you're gonna eat a good chunk of it, only eat half of it.
Couple of squares or so.
And an
yeah.
hour is gonna go by, and you're still not gonna feel anything. Still,
Don't eat more.
don't eat more. And he didn't listen to me, and he fucking
Ate the whole thing.
ate the whole thing.
Probably was like, damn, this is really good.
Yeah, right. There's nothing worse than eating an edible because it tastes good.
Oh my god.
I had edible Kit Kats one time, and game over.
You guys would trade them at the lunch table.
You
all
sure would.
banana bread and stuff. We know a kid who
God.
Banana bread.
That was retarded.
they were just passing out banana bread at the locker one day.
Jeez.
And I remember it was like it was an off day, and that's why we were doing it, because it was like the celebration day. Like everyone got in the field house and everything, and you could tell like half the kids were just like, you know, sloshing around. You know, a kid gets a basketball to the face, he doesn't react.
Yeah, because everybody there was fucked up on something.
Yeah. But some kid took an award because he won an award in class, and he just walks up with lobster eyes. Just takes it and he's like, "Thank you."
Ricky and I one time did work for Mr. Green, a guy that we would do work for who was like a grown man that would always pay us in weed. So we did some work for him, long story short, and he didn't have any weed, but he had a whole bunch of oil on him. And I'm not talking like dab carts or anything. It was just like an olive oil bottle filled with THC oil, and he's like, "Here, I don't have any weed, just take this and go make some edibles or something." And
Game over.
we made a cake with half the bottle, and like for whatever reason it was a bust and a dud. Like there must have been one piece of that cake that had all the weed in it, and we must have thrown it away because we ate almost that whole cake and didn't feel anything.
Was your oven fucked up and it just had a slant?
No, like we literally ate it and we're like, did Mr. Green like fuck us and just give us olive oil? But then the next day we were like, fuck it, let's just take shots of it. So we just we drank it, dude, and I've never been that high in my entire life.
Yep, it's different, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking different.
Like it goes in a different way.
To this day, I've never been that high again.
So, well, when you inhale weed, you get the effects instantly.
Yeah.
But ingesting weed doubles the amount of THC you consume, particularly like when it goes through the digestive tract and enters the bloodstream and ends up multiplying when it hits certain receptors within the body.
And after,
So as a result, you get double high.
yeah, and after
Double
like a
fucked.
certain milligram, it starts to act more like a hallucinogen than a weed high.
Oh.
I've tripped on weed.
Oh yeah, same.
I think I already told this story, but Bri was selling those lemonades.
Oh, the lemonades, dude. Those things were wild.
I cracked one open and just chugged it.
I forgot about all the, because we're always bitching about edibles because 9 times out of 10 edibles are a fucking hit or miss.
Yeah, I
And,
got
like,
ripped off, you know?
Yeah, you get a dud, but like looking back on it, we had some really good edibles back in the day.
Who could deny it? The fucking lit lemonade, though. These things, right? They come in like,
Didn't he order those online?
I don't remember how the deal went to get those, but he got like probably like 16 of them originally off the bat. And this is right around our graduation period. So, like, you know, last week of our fucking senior year, we're all drinking lit lemonades.
I think I gave one to our sister for graduation.
Brother of the year.
Brother of me.
You know, and it's like, fuck, Nate and I were living with each other at the time back at my old house.
Yep.
And he chugs one of these fucking things. And, you know, like, I told him ahead of time, I'm like, dude, be careful. These things are fucking strong.
And
like,
I really didn't know about the science of an edible.
Yeah.
And
Didn't think about it. Didn't know anything.
not one thought. And I just cracked it open, chugged it. And what's really funny is we were inviting this kid over who isn't like really the biggest.
he was like friends with us in high school, but he was never like smoking like we were.
Oh,
And
okay.
like, we had never hung out with him or shit outside of school.
Acquaintances.
Yeah, you know, so
I understand.
We finally like had him over, and like Nate's like asleep on my bathroom floor, and you know and like I wasn't even home at the time, and my brother's like, you know, like, hey, Nate, you want to get up, move to your bed, and he's like, 5 more minutes.
Yeah, it was continuous, just dry heaving and trying to get the poison out.
Yeah.
But
With edibles, the more you throw up, the more you cough, the higher you get.
Yeah.
And
When-
I slept like a goddamn baby.
It's crazy when you think about it because we simultaneously got to live through the Wild West and the renaissance of the weed age.
No, exactly.
Because, like,
We felt the fear.
when I started smoking weed, swag was still a thing.
Same. I've smoked swag.
Swag.
I've been sold swag
Yeah.
before. I've been ripped off with swag
Imagine-
multiple
isn't
times
that
in my
like-
life.
Isn't
Imag-
it bad weed?
Imagine the shittiest weed you've ever smoked, and then throw it on the ground and step on it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and
so
then smoke it.
Yeah.
It'll
That's swag.
That's when you
crumble
got
in your
started
hand.
out of cans and everything.
Yeah.
when you're like cutting weed leaves, there's like these pure nugs, right?
Yeah,
And that's
no.
what we get when we're like buying weed. So what shag is, they take the remaining leaves and plant matter and just stomp it all up and they give it to you. Doesn't even get you high 98% of the time. And if it got you high the other 2%, it was fentanyl.
It's fucking Mexican brick weed.
Yeah,
dude. Fucking
it's
straight
shit's fucked
shit.
up. Yeah, like there was one time, like Brian and I had been smoking for like probably a year and a half, give or take, and we were fucking around in my basement, and we found an old World War II ammo box, and it had a bunch of fucking shag in it.
That's
so
fucking-
we were like, you know, fuck it, let's let the good times
Yep.
fucking roll, you know. So we packed that into a plastic bottle and had at it.
Didn't you guys find like an old medieval weaponry there too? Like a sword that you brought over and started swinging? Shurikens?
No, so there was one time we were getting Christmas decorations out of his attic for his mom,
Aw.
and I stepped on a sword when I was like walking through their attic. I'm like, bro, why you got a sword up here? And, he's like, and then he ended up finding it a couple years later after that incident happened, and he brought it down to the trap, and we all took pictures with it.
God, we had some legendary items.
We sure did. Different time to be alive, you know?
Yeah.
I wish.
Were you a shuriken kid, Noah? Did you own throwing stars and stuff?
I did not. No.
No.
Noah didn't even own a pocket knife growing up.
Yeah, my brother. I was just about to say my brother used to give me pocket knives.
You know what it is? I think when you have a kid like him with this kid, you're like, all right, let's not fuck up what we did wrong that first time around, you know? Let's, let's guide him on the right path.
What are you talking about? Noah literally got the easiest walk he could have in life because of how badly me and my sister were.
I'm still strolling.
Yeah, dude, you're thriving, bro.
I know.
You're thriving.
It's pretty great.
I mean, think about who my sister's ex-boyfriend was and all the trouble they used to get into.
Oh, I know.
At the end of the day, Emily's the bad one.
Is that what you do in the morning? You look at yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself that to
Emily's
make
the most
yourself feel
successful. She
better?
lives in a tropical paradise.
Shout out to Em. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
not
jealous.
That's
I miss you.
not,
Love you.
Not something you're capable of.
I do.
You like pocket knives and beanies. You have a different path.
Listen, my head's just cold and my hair is messy. That's all.
Yeah, I guess my biggest question is like, what did you observe from him just to like
geez.
dodge in the future?
That's a good question right there. You know what I mean? Like,
We've been thinking about it all week because it's like, what is it like to like base your morals
I
around
didn't
what
know
not to
anything
do?
about this.
What is it like to be
this
the
is great.
perfect specimen?
well, I mean, like, so it was just like, you know, like growing up with two older siblings was, you know, like you're the baby, like you're the one being looked at. I guess that's the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even know what to say. Like,
You just had two examples in front of you?
yeah, I guess so. I mean, he set a role for like, hey, grow a beard, but
That's an honest to God answer, bro.
yeah,
All right.
If you're gonna take anything from him, take that.
very
That's
true.
a solid piece of advice right there.
Grow beard, people.
I think what Noah's trying to say, if anything that he learned from me, he learned the things not to do.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
like that's yeah. Like I didn't do anything for a long time. Like everybody that I know around me started doing like, you know, smoking weed or vaping or smoking cigarettes, doing like all that crap before. And I was just like much younger and I don't know, like I watched Alex and Emily just like be, I don't know, they were just like,
Delinquents.
yeah, they weren't the best people, but I don't want to like hate on them or throw them under the bus. But like,
No, it's okay. We're all about honesty
yeah.
and openness here. It's all good.
you know, but I was like the good kid for like a while, and then like it just like switched.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
and then now I'm like, it's just like, oh, they influenced me.
Yeah.
They're
And
the
that-
ones that like I'm a smoker because of them. When before it was like, oh, why you guys do that?
Yeah.
But
See,
I was just like the little kid.
yeah. I wanted to like know what it was like, because we knew him in the air when he was like popping oxy and stealing car batteries.
Oh well, I like
So it's like I can only imagine like a salute dinner table, and it's like how many quiet dinners because somebody brought up his name.
I think what they're asking you is what's the craziest fight you've ever seen me get in at home?
Well, this is more of like a fight between me and you.
Okay, go ahead.
And this is like when we would like wrestle. We used to wrestle all the
geez.
time.
Here we go.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell this story for the 100th fucking time.
Do you want me to?
Did you break
No,
his
go ahead.
ribs?
No, I just knocked him out cold for like 4 seconds. I thought I killed him with he threw me to the side. I came back with my elbow and it hit him in the jaw. And he went out. We were just on a mattress and I thought he was dead. I was like, Alex.
We were roughhousing and I hit my head pretty fucking hard, guys. All right, it could happen to anybody.
Hey, no. I know. I think we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
So do you know what a tilt-a-whirl is?
Yes.
You know what a tilt-a-whirl is for toddlers though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what that
I
is?
believe so.
Okay.
Explain it for Nate. He doesn't know what
So
it is.
imagine like a circular base and it's got another circular base in the middle, and when you push down, it spins around.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
So I had one of those on Zach's like fucking giant ass platform beds, and we were fucking around on it, and he fucking pushed me, and I fell off the tilt-a-whirl off of the bed and just boom, smashed my head right into the floor.
Oh my God. Did you knock out? Were you snoring?
No, I kind of was just like, I was like 2. I don't remember my honest live reaction.
What did Pookie say?
He,
Probably
remember-
cried.
a 5-year-old hypersensitive Pookie was probably freaking the fuck out.
Oh my God.
It's the definition of panic. I can see it now in his little striped button-up shirt. Yeah, I mean, he was Stuart Little growing up.
Oh my.
No, because like, it was a weird, because I was the
was-
youngest, but also the oldest.
Because he was bigger than you? Or
No,
like,
because
what
he
do
was retarded.
Oh, okay.
One.
But yeah, no, he was a lot bigger than me, and he still is to this day. Like, if he wanted to get in shape, he could beat the fuck out of me if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I fear the day he gets enough aggression to come at me.
Because older brother strength, but also retard strength.
Yeah, well, the build too, because he's built pretty fucking big.
If he applied himself, he'd be a brick shithouse.
I told him those shoulders, they got so much fucking potential.
We were trying to get him to bench the other night, and he wasn't about it.
Monster traps.
Let's go.
He's got so much fur on him too. It's
Oh, I
just like-
know.
God damn.
Like a lumberjack.
Mm-hmm. I mean, fuck, we come from that part of Canada.
Yeah.
You guys know.
Yeah, we do.
You know what it's like to be a
Unfortunately.
hairy son of a fucking bitch.
We
Well,
are
bird
the
of mountain
great grandsons of loggers.
And fur trappers.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
And whatever the fuck your ancestors did.
Well, they kind of split off from the homeland.
I feel
Half
like
of
if
them.
anyone here in this circle has ancestors that like actively hunted people and sold slaves, it was you.
No, my people were slaves.
Yeah, but see, all of our peoples here were slaves at one point because the white man was once a slave in most European countries. But like you Polacks made a lot of money selling people.
Well, yeah, we took the Slavs,
The Slavs.
which are, you just add one more
Yeah.
That's where it kind of comes from.
Slavs, slaves, whatever.
We just kind of took them over. Well,
Yoink.
they kind of came back pretty hard.
You have surf genes.
I've never been on the West Coast.
No, like working the land type of deal.
Oh, no, yeah, that type of surf. Yes,
Yeah.
Like a surf and peasant type of deal.
Yeah,
Surf and
The
turf.
whole damn time.
Yeah.
They were just getting, that was the payback.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we made you people slaves and you're coming back with your Cossacks.
Like if I've ever seen a peasant leader, it's you. Like a grab your pitchforks and we're gonna start a revolution and hang the royalty. It's you right here.
Like, we got what was coming, but no, yeah, we
I'm not giving you another damn one of my pigs. I've had enough.
It would have been me.
Yep.
And then a
Today's show.
tank just shows up on my.
Today's show is
Fields.
brought to you by Peasant uprisings. Get you some. Grab your pitchfork, grab your torch, lay siege. Fuck them up.
Fuck 'em up.
Don't trade that pig. Don't trade your fat daughter.
I think that's further south.
Depends on where you go. You have the type of like your lands, Lithuania.
Do it for the culture.
Yeah, they literally trade sheep for women over there.
We lay hay on Christmas.
I didn't need to hear that, but thanks.
All right.
Is that like a Lithuanian tradition? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because like we'd all be on vacation for school, and Nate's like, "Oh yeah, I'm having Lithuanian Christmas today," and we're like, "Dude, what the fuck is your problem?"
Extra presents. It's fucking awesome.
It's like Hanukkah. Or?
It's like you get presents from your aunts and uncles too.
When what day is it?
Like it's supposed to be Christmas Day, but we do it a little after to organize everything. It's basically Christmas, but in Lithuania.
Eat latkes?
Yeah.
Sure do.
Fuck yeah.
Bro, they probably have a fucking holiday just for latkes. Are you fucking for real?
I feel like
There is.
I feel like for Lithuanian Christmas, you need to buy the sour cream in advance.
yeah.
like 3 weeks early.
no.
Shit's on back order.
Gotta be, right?
No. It's evaporated milk and butter.
How many potatoes does it take to celebrate Lithuanian Christmas?
As much as it'll fill me.
2,
I'm-
maybe even 3 5-pound sacks.
I was thinking that.
Every
my-
dish has potatoes in it.
It sure
If the
does.
whole family's coming, yeah, it's gonna be like 3 fucking sacks. Yeah, we got some plates to fill up, but I eat.
What's your favorite for all of us? What's your favorite holiday food that you feel like maybe not just your family, but like is a rare treat in your like? Do you guys have a rare family? Like, does your grandmother make a special pie or something like that you really love, or is there something special about any?
I think there's a lot of famous family dishes, but I reject all of them.
Like my mom makes a really good apple crisp at Christmas time, and it's like everyone's favorite
So
in my family's.
yeah, my grandma makes a homemade
hate it.
Jello. It's fucking awful. It's just like
It's good. It's like it's good, but it needs like a lot of fucking ice cream.
I mean,
Like-
I don't know what kind of fucking crisp she made at fucking Emily's going away party, but that did not look like the crisp I grew up with.
No, that was like she was trying something new, and
okay.
it didn't fucking work.
Yeah, all right.
damn.
God damn.
No, but
Hope
I
she
get
doesn't-
that.
All
'cause-
respect, though, you know.
Dude, my grandma's got this homemade Jello that everybody in the fucking family is obsessed with, and I'm like, this is disgusting.
What?
Well, you guys are
What do
all-
you mean homemade Jello?
It's just like Jello from scratch. I don't fucking know. I don't.
So she just mixes the gelatin herself instead of getting like a
Isn't-
instant
Yeah, like
Jello
it's
pack.
different than instant Jello.
Yeah,
know?
because you can make Jello the
Yeah.
old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it's like making ice cream,
Yeah.
similar. Yeah,
getting snow from outside when it snows,
yeah.
throwing a little bit of vanilla in there and some other stuff.
Pack
You're
it
a
into a
hippie.
blender.
No, I'm just not like
No, he's a realist. He's a thinker.
Whatever, man.
I mean, fuck my shakes that I drink every day. Couple scoops of snow, some grass from the baseball field over, 2 scoops of protein powder, tablespoon of peanut butter, and some pink Himalayan salt.
One of my contractors was talking about how his kid's addicted to whey protein today.
I mean, could be addicted to worse things.
No, I know. I was like, dude, my friend is fucking addicted to that shit too. I feel your pain. And he was like, I just don't get it. He's just so amped up all the fucking time.
That's not the way.
I know. I get it. Funny, good
Is he
one.
growing acne at all?
I didn't ask.
He should.
I wasn't going to ask a grown man about his child's acne, you fucking creep.
It's a pretty big sign.
Be like asking for a friend. It'll get you off the hook.
What the fuck is your
You're
problem?
not lying. I gave Nate free work.
I'm not lying. Are you serious?
Hey, I get it. I gave Nate some free workout that makes his nose bleed.
Your brother pulled me a dab that made my nose bleed.
Everything's balanced that way, you know?
Balance.
Oh, it wasn't even a dab, it was a grav. Holy shit. That's been that long since I've taken a grav that I called it a dab.
Old ham and cheese.
Have you ever smoked a grav?
Oh, I love grabs. Grabs are fun.
Yeah,
That's
see-
what I used to.
Bro, it's so funny because like we spent years smoking out of plastic, okay, and you'd always be like, "Wow, that grav got me really fucking high." But then over the years, as you get older, you start to realize that it was never the weed and it was the plastic you were burning. You always just
Yeah.
assumed you had really good weed when you pulled the grav, but that's not the case.
Plastic.
Not at all.
Metal chips.
We thought the gravitron would change everything.
We were fucking.
Oh, it changed
convi-
a lot.
go.
Trees.
You remember how convinced we used to be back in the day? Like, this one minor fix is going to change everything this time around.
Bro, we thought the gravitron was so cool that I pitched a fucking let's build a pool, like a grav attachment for pool patios. Let's build a permanent grav hole in people's pool patios and we'll build them fucking glass fucking.
I've been in one of those.
That would be dope.
Yeah, it sure would. Have you ever taken a fucking pool grav?
Yeah, I have.
Like with the 5
yeah,
gallon
with the
buckets?
5 gallon. Yeah, of course. That's the
you
way
jump,
to do it.
You jump in, you get under.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you
yeah.
cut the
insane.
bottom off of one of the 5 gallon water things,
Yep.
and then you fucking pack the top with weed. You dive into the water, you get up into the thing, and you pull the grav, and you hit all the fucking
And you're
shit.
just like in it like a
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in
It's
a
like a-
fucking hazmat suit of smoke.
That's crazy.
It's like
Yeah.
a game show.
And when you're ready to tap out, you get to plunge into the water, and it's
Yeah.
the coolest fucking.
I think the chlorine mixed with the plastic, mixed with the
Jesus.
shag weed, is a high of unproportional stakes.
You just don't even know what to feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you? All right, riddle me this. Would you rather do a pool grav, or would you rather take like 2 hits of LSD and then take a shower?
I'm taking the pool grab. Oh my god.
I'm taking the LSD in the
Snakes.
shower.
Dude, it's a wild ride. Have you ever been in the shower on acid?
I'm on shrooms, and it's
Dude.
like, yeah, obviously, like you turn the water on, you know the water's like not gonna stop coming, but you start thinking about it when you're tripping, and you're like, damn, this really is an endless supply of water.
There's a really disturbing thought around minute 45 of your trippy shower where you go, oh my God, all this steam is taking all the water right out of my body, but you don't get out of the shower, and then you feel fine again.
And you're like not blinking, and you're like, this is how fish feel. Wet, and you don't even know it.
Do fish drink water?
No. No, they breathe water.
Just the facts here.
You heard
tonight.
it here first.
That's the dead honest fucking truth.
makes
I'm pretty
sense.
sure.
That
I mean,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. They eat fucking like algae and such and smaller fish.
I didn't ask what they eat. Do
I'm
they
just-
drink water?
No.
Living things need water to survive, don't they?
Not if you're a fish,
Why?
because they breathe.
Well, I don't know. That's kind of a vague statement because does an amoeba need water?
What even is that?
It's a single-celled organism.
Oh, okay. Getting specific here.
Because it's a living thing, but it doesn't need water.
Is a cheeseburger a sandwich?
I've always
No.
thought so.
It's
It's a cheeseburger.
cheeseburger.
It's its own thing, right?
yeah, just like a hamburger is it's a hamburger.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. It's in
Why-
between. It's in
why
between
does-
bread. Couldn't it fall into the sandwich category?
Are you fucking serious?
No, because it's under the it's in between a bun.
I've
I
been.
don't disagree, but it's still in between bread.
It's
then why
bread,
call
yeah.
it something different?
But it's not sandwich
Why
bread.
call it a cheeseburger or a hamburger? Why not just call it a burger sandwich?
Because I understand marketing.
Fishes absorb water.
I took Psych 101.
They what?
They absorb it. So like, yeah, they're getting the shit they need from water.
But they don't actively drink it.
they don't drink it. It's just like through the skin.
Amoebas are also the same thing, and that's why they say that there's like life on Mars because there's running water on Mars.
Yeah, and water equals life. Because, like, like amoebas don't like drink water, but they absorb nutrients and such.
Well, a fish is a more complex creature than an amoeba, and I was simply asking
Sure
if you
is.
guys thought.
Amoeba.
Amoeba.
How old were you when you realized they were saying amoeba and not Tony Hawk?
Oh man, I didn't find out till I was like 19.
Dude, same.
Because I was like, I Shazammed it one day and I was like, amoeba. and then I'm like singing it in my head. I'm like, oh.
But see, that's the thing. You had to Shazam it. Why? Because you couldn't find it. Just calling it Tony Hawk.
Yeah, and so I looked up in Google. I was like Tony Hawk song, and obviously it brought up like all the music that's from Tony Hawk games, and I'm like Tony Hawk song, where the lyric is Tony Hawk. Turns out it was never a thing.
Did they do that on purpose? Did they do
must
that?
have. They knew what they were doing.
Right, they had to have, right?
But that song's also in GTA 5 too.
Yeah, it is.
And I know because I remember like I Shazammed it from that game because I'm like, wait a minute, this is the Tony Hawk song. I've heard this before.
Have you seen that the JRE is going to be a station in GTA 6?
That's the rumor right now. Not confirmed, but it's pretty
I mean,
likely.
it would make there's enough audio
Yeah, absolutely.
from his show to make it possible.
100%. And speaking of, let's check it out. Did you see the announcement today?
About
Yeah, it's getting a trailer.
Yeah. GTA 6 is officially getting a trailer next month.
Oh shit!
It's finally coming.
Here it comes.
Here it
About
comes.
time.
10
About time.
fucking years.
pretty cool.
I mean, if
I only play GTA 5, so
same.
Yeah, but GTA 6 is gonna just be like the same thing. It's just gonna have a story mode, like a new story mode.
And it's going to be in your favorite state. The
Yeah,
state
that's a good
you
point.
so
That's a good
desire.
point.
Tejas,
No.
Florida,
Yeah.
cool.
Miami, baby.
Miami,
Yeah, Vice City,
and
baby.
Benito, Miami. Let's go.
And naturally, the main characters are Hispanic.
Yeah, of course.
We're excited.
Who was your brother? Liked Liberty City.
My brother has been playing GTA 4 for 15 years nonstop. He won't even try 5.
I wanted to play the one where they were bikers. That concept was always really cool. To
Oh
me.
yeah, The Lost and the Damned.
Mhm.
I always tried to get through that, but then some important guy would die, and I was never good at playing it.
It was before your time, man. It was an older one.
I think people like the Ballad of Gay Tony more because you played like a pretty good pimp in that. I can't even remember them now.
Did you guys ever play Saint Row?
Yeah.
Saints
Yeah.
Row.
Yeah.
Saints Row
Row
was
too.
underrated because
It
you could
was.
beat people up with dildos.
Mhm.
You can't do that in GTA.
That is true.
They're giving you what you want.
Exactly.
Fucking power slam people off of fucking 8-story buildings, slap them with 9 feet dildos,
So,
smoke crack.
have you been playing Starfield,
I
Noah?
have not. I launched it one time and I haven't launched it again. I
Oh.
made my character.
That's disappointing.
I know it's disappointing. Actually, my first experience with the game was I got into I got my character to get into the spaceship
Yeah.
and go into space.
Yeah.
And now I have that guy's spaceship because there was something going on, and I was like, all right, let's do it. And I'm in space, and I was like, I'm too high for this.
That's valid.
And I haven't gone back on because I'm still in space, right?
yeah.
And that's exactly why I was like, I'm not
still
gonna-
high.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's not a bad. I mean, like when I saw you play it, it was like cool, but I
Yeah.
just haven't dived in.
I hear you.
Have you played past Bethesda games like Skyrim, Fallout 4?
Skyrim, I played when I was so young.
But you know it's the greatest game of all
Oh,
time,
it was
though.
so good.
Exactly.
Like slaying dragons and shit.
Oh yeah.
And honestly,
That shit was crazy.
that's why I think you should still give it a chance.
I'm going to
Because-
now that I've played Starfield,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Skyrim a chance.
Because
It's
if you
just
like
more-
Starfield,
No,
you'll
I
love Skyrim.
and I love knights and I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
dragons.
More
so,
Middle
like,
Eastern.
Much more.
Middle. I can't even-
medieval.
medieval.
Thank you.
But it's swords, wizards, dragons.
No, yeah. I just growing up, my uncle played a lot of RPG games like that, and I would watch him play those. And he played a lot of Fable and Final Fantasy, and I thought that's what they were all. And I don't like games with magic in them, and the whole magic concept to fucking Skyrim intimidates me.
You don't have to use it.
I know.
It's completely optional.
I know.
That's what makes Skyrim so great.
You don't have to be magical.
It's on Game
Yeah.
Pass, right?
It's of course it's on Game Pass.
All
it
right,
should
I'll
be.
download
And
I
it.
think I have it on Xbox 360.
You can get it on your newer Xbox too because they release it every year, give or take.
Yeah.
Every new console.
I need to get a new console. Mine's like ass. I want to get a PC though.
Yeah, that's
Same.
Built
Yeah.
one.
Oh man.
next step when we're all famous after this switch to video.
Or if you want, you can send 4 gaming PCs to our PO box.
That's right.
That'd be great.
Send them to Hayward Landing.
Don't leave the packages in the lobby, but you can put them outside.
Gonna get me kicked out of my house. First my job, now my house.
We'll bleep that.
That's
All
a
right,
small.
That's the 40 minute
honestly,
mark.
that's
All
a
right.
small price to pay for getting a gaming PC.
Yeah, I guess you got a good point.
You'll
Yeah.
be kicked out of your
Kicked
butt.
out of house, but PCing on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Just gotta find an outlet.
you know.
I fucking hate you guys.
You know what the problem is with your apartment? Where's the RGB? Where's the colored keyboards and the hyper fans?
The smoke.
The smoke.
I don't think anybody in this
stress.
room appreciates the struggle I went through to obtain this fucking shithole apartment.
I don't know. We were just in the living room one day, and we were like, my house has a pool,
Yep,
and that was like,
that was it.
And that was the last time we ever saw you.
yeah. We were in a dire situation in that house we lived in before.
Sure were.
Mhm.
I
Had to
miss
split
it.
off in our own ways.
Not like we would have continued living together anyway.
For the first time in my life, I live in a house where drywall doesn't fall on me while I sleep. I didn't know you could live that way.
It's beautiful.
It really is.
For the first time in my life, I feel comfortable in my own home and feel like I can be allowed to sit down and do what I want to do and not feel like I have to go out and be at somebody else's house to be who I want to be.
Isn't that awesome?
It is.
Isn't that what it's all about?
It is.
What's that old saying about home? It's where the heart is.
Home is where the homies are.
And you are always going to come back to Douglas. It's natural beauty, it's amenities.
This isn't my hometown. This isn't my home.
But God, does it have everything you could ever want in an American town?
And boy, does it call.
9 banks, 6 pizza shops,
No McDonald's.
no McDonald's, 5 nail salons, 2 dispensaries, 8 package stores. It's got everything you could ever want in a quaint New England town. You can drink yourself stupid. OD at the ice cream parlor.
Yep.
Climb
It's got
the
a
John
state
Douglas
park.
statue.
You get lost in the state park.
Pretty
Go
cool
swimming.
lake.
Oh, plenty of lakes.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. One specifically that people can't get a fucking enough of.
We are blessed
one?
with the amount of natural beauty we have around us that we take for granted every day.
And thank
'Cause,
the
like-
glaciers for that.
Think about the people that live in like Nebraska.
Not a day goes by when I don't thank the glaciers.
God, I love the Appalachian Mountains.
How can you not?
The White Mountains.
We have rocks, trees, lakes,
deciduous
Flags.
forests.
really, really milled up, dirty rivers.
Rivers, lakes.
We got a lot of fucking rivers. We're a valley.
Yeah, our
In case you
rivers
didn't
used to
fucking
run,
know.
run green from all the textiles.
They still do.
They're,
Yeah,
they're
pretty much.
still
And
green.
nothing's changed, brother.
The
Nah.
Mumford is permanently green.
The Blackstone.
Is permanently black.
Yeah.
And dirty.
Evergreen now. It's disgusting, but hey, what are you going to do? That's life. That's New England.
I'll accept it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably the best, probably get some boosted stats for being born in New England. Like, you got
Boosted
Well-
stats.
a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You got born in
Yeah.
the winter. You know, you get that little taste of summer. Makes you appreciate summer more, I feel like.
Yeah, we get all 4 seasons. Like,
Every single day.
yeah.
We experience
Pretty
all
much.
4 seasons in one day in New England.
Like, I
Yeah.
know you don't remember living in California, but it was 75 degrees or hotter every single day all year long, and it was miserable.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
And, you know, in New England, it's 8 a.m. It's snowing, freezing rain. It's 32 degrees, and you're wearing a jacket.
Like-
The afternoon, it's 55 and sunny.
How do you build character if it's always 60 and sunny out?
Well, that's why Californians are just like
Big pussies.
Big pussies. Everyone's the same. A cookie cutter.
The warmer your climate, the more of a pussy you are.
I don't know about that.
Desert, all right, so desert is considered a harsh climate, right? So
Yeah.
really hot, and obviously it's really warm there. But I'm talking about places that aren't necessarily harsh climates, but they're warm all the time, like California.
Cyprus.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah, I see.
'Cause the
you.
desert is a harsh environment, even though it's hot. That builds character.
Yeah.
In the desert, you can't remember your name because
Oh
the
no,
rain
we're not
won't
doing this
afford to
one.
give you no pain.
La,
La 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 la.
But anyway, it's arid. It's fucking miserable. Tundra, not good living. But New England fucking blows dick. So it builds a lot of fucking character. Shoveling builds character.
And everyone around you also hates New England.
No,
So it's
exactly.
like you
Yo.
got someone.
Am I out of pocket for thinking the Red Hot Chili Peppers are ass?
No,
I'm a Chili Peppers fan.
I like it.
Same here.
You know, I don't.
It's funky. It's rhythmy, but no,
Couple
I
of good
understand
songs.
it's- Anthony Kiedis is just a little weirdo.
He's kind of a cunt, right?
Little weirdo.
He
yeah.
is, but don't the best cunts make the best music?
Yeah, I get it. Separate the art from the artist.
You
and all
gotta,
that,
right?
But like,
It's kind of
It's just not.
Sometimes it's
I just don't get the
bad.
hype. I don't get it.
well, they're like they don't put on music anymore, do they?
Well,
They do, I think.
They were pretty in shape California dudes, and they were just like ripping guitar. Like,
I will say, like, you know, I think they're distinct in the sense that, like, not every song sounds the same. Like a band like AC/DC, if you've heard one song, you've heard all the songs.
I get it and I understand where you're coming from, but like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't
there's
hear Californication and go, oh,
I think that's a
God.
terrible song
It's
for what
such
it's
a
worth.
bad
I think that's a
song.
really fucking
Hang on.
bad song.
there's a early video of them on the street, and I think it's just the guitar player and Anthony Kiedis, and I don't know. I think they just made it that way because they were always shirtless, always just getting jacked. And then all of a sudden, there was like this new boy band coming out
They were
with all
living,
eyeshadow,
yeah.
dyeing their hair, blonde and shit. And when something like that pops out,
It pops out.
yeah, pretty much.
new age
And,
Californian
you
surf
sound
rock.
like that. You get the
Yeah.
sound produced. I think Rick Rubin even worked with them,
Probably Rick Rubin's worked with anybody that's ever been famous.
and Rick Rubin brought out the best they could do. With
Yeah, like
sound.
you got like think about what Rick Rubin did for Eminem. You know,
Everyone,
everybody, dude. Seriously,
even Andrew Dice Clay.
yeah. Rick Rubin's very fucking talented.
He's
He looks like Santa Claus.
He does look like Santa Claus because he is.
he's a bit nuts.
Making dreams come true.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I
That's
don't know.
bottom line. You hate him.
I don't get the.
You know what
Chili
it is?
Peppers.
I think because you were born in California and you love California.
I
and-
hate
And
California.
like that's in your blood, obviously. I think you've spent a lot of time
I love San Diego. I love the Chargers, and I love the San Francisco Bay scenery.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, just I feel like you have a.
And South Torrance. Gotta represent South Torrance.
Hey-oh.
This is what I gave.
Come back in here. Oh. Now listen what I say. Oh.
That's you when you go back when you touch down in LA.
No, when I touch down in LA, it's I'm going back to Cali. That's what I'll be listening to.
All right, Noah, Biggie or Tupac?
Probably.
Answer carefully, boy.
Yeah, I know. I don't really listen to either of them, to be honest.
Valid, but if you had to pick.
Probably Biggie.
Yes. Yes, you know what you're fucking saying.
Who's the best rapper in your opinion of all time?
Best rapper?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so is rap the genre you like listen to? or-
I do like, yeah, I mean, I listen to a lot of rap. I mean,
Noah listens to a lot of old school rock too.
I can see him
I listen
fucking
to a
with that.
handful of anything, folk, anything that kind of just has a funky beat. I like Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd's fun.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But like
Speaking Nate's language, you know.
Mhm.
yeah. It's
Anything
just like
catchy.
yeah, it just
Yeah.
like gets you going.
Yeah, yeah.
But what the fuck was I gonna say?
Who's the best rapper of all
Oh
time?
yeah, I do like Eminem, you know.
Yes.
But I like old Eminem. I don't like the new stuff that
You
he
were-
puts out.
yeah,
I
you
like
were
like
raised
some
right.
shitty-
Smart
Yeah,
man.
that's something that Alex gave me.
That's how we learned.
Alex's music taste.
Well, sorry, bud, but you didn't get that from me.
Oh,
I got that from Mom.
Yeah, this guy
Yeah.
hates music.
I actually took one of Mom's Eminem CDs. So
Smart man.
Lynn showed you Eminem?
Oh yeah, me and Lynn used to watch MTV Eminem videos all day fucking long together.
yeah, we could put Lynn on the show right now and we could talk about Eminem with her. She'd talk.
Call her up.
No.
No,
We are going to have a mother's special at some point. It's going to
No,
be
we're
my
not.
mom, Salu's mom, and Nate's urn.
Good one.
We're gonna have a father special with my disabled vegetable
No, wait,
dad.
should we bring in a medium?
That would be
to
great.
speak for your mom.
Speak on my mom's part.
you know the Mumford and Sons are Mormons.
My mom
You
actually
gotta
loved
figure,
the Mumford
right?
and
Of
Sons.
course
she
she
loved
did.
that song. I will wait.
Because I will wait
Makes
for
me-
you.
Makes me cry like a
Talking
baby.
about your dead mother makes me uncomfortable.
It makes me cry like a baby.
Luckily, I can speak pretty freely about it. Yeah, I mean, Little Lion Man makes me think of your mom.
Really?
Yeah,
Now wait
and-
for yourself, my man.
And raising you, yeah.
I actually never heard that.
No,
It was
jump
not
little.
your fault, but mine.
Mine.
And it was your heart on the line. I really fucked it up this time. Didn't I, my dear? Didn't I,
Yeah.
my... And then it just goes
Great
off
song.
with mandolins.
Great song.
Oh man.
Yeah. We love folk around here.
Oh yeah.
I'm never going to stoop to the level of Noah Gunderson, but...
He. Don't talk to me, man.
Yeah, like, POV, you're an average Noah Gunderson fan.
Oh, don't worry. We're getting the whole discography.
You know, it's fucked up. I haven't added a single fucking thing to the Austin playlist yet. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, I'll finally go through it tomorrow or whatever. And I saw there's like 801 songs. And I was like, what the honest fuck?
It's a long drive.
Sure is.
And I don't really like music, so I put stuff in there I like. So every once in a while, there's a song
Well-
on there that you guys can skip that I can go, what the fuck?
If we're all putting in stuff in, you got to figure there's got to be at least a 33% chance that something comes on that you might like.
That's right. And there's an even higher chance that I like more of the songs because you both have better taste in music than I do anyway. But again, I'll have my wireless headphones and be listening to a Potter anyway.
Well, no, because like it or not, there's going to be a lot of group singing on the way
Oh
down.
yeah, absolutely. I'll only have one headphone in and I'll have the volume down. I just need Jim talking to me.
Yeah, that'll be
I feel like listening to like Jim Dale is how you fall asleep at the wheel.
Listen,
mean-
it keeps me awake.
yeah. When
As long as you're in a
crash your
tense
truck,
part.
Huh?
when you crash your truck, then weren't you like switching the station? And that's
when I
what
crashed-
broke the charm.
When I crashed my truck, I was pulling over to engage my four-wheel drive because the truck was old and you had to do it at a roll. You couldn't do it at full speed and you couldn't do it at a park. So I had to pull over into the breakdown lane so I could get slow enough so I could engage my four-wheel drive and also put Jim Dale back on because I was listening to music for a little while.
What book were you putting on?
5. I was listening to 5. I was halfway through it.
And you stop.
How many times have you listened to like all of them?
I wish Audible
He's
would
got a problem, Noah.
I wish Audible would tell me because even though I've only been sharing this account with them for God knows how long and we share it with a couple people so it's not just me who's listened to it. If I had to put a guess on it, I know for a fact that I've listened to 7 the most number of times because it's the only one I had for a really long time. But once I had access to all of them, I can confidently say I've listened to the entire series start to finish at least 100 times.
That's crazy. That's wild.
That's a bold number. Holy shit.
And you don't
Like,
want to turn out like him. You want to be different. You know, you want to stay away from things like that.
yeah, you want some taste.
Because like what you have to understand too is like when they started coming out, I would go to the library and get the CD audio books of them, and just it would take me a week to read one, and then I'd go get the next one, and I would do that for forever.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to Harry Potter as long as it's been out, and it's been out most of my life.
Yeah.
so
So, like, first one was when was the first book?
the first
99.
Yeah,
for
the
the first one.
the
Around there,
first
yeah.
3 were in the U.S. by the time I was starting to read. So
Yeah.
plus our mother read them all to me anyway.
Yeah. It's her
So-
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck, sorry. Liquid Death represent. We fucking love this water. It's really fucking good. Send us some fucking water. We'll chug it.
98.
We'll make Nate chug his body weight in water.
That'll
send
kill
us-
him.
Liquid Death. kill
Anything
your...
for the show, right, Nate?
Yeah.
It says it in the name. Liquid Death.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll have my liquid death live on air.
Amen.
That's awesome. Fuck yeah. Or Poland Springs. We love
We'll,
water.
we'll give him an enema with liquid death.
Even if Life Straw reached out and was like, hey, you know.
Yeah, you can fill me up and then suck
and then
it on
I
back out
would
through my
literally
throat.
I would literally pitch it as a campaign. I'd be like, I will literally drink from any stream in the wild with a Life Straw.
And then they make you drink the water out of Nate.
As
Oh,
long
my
as it-
bile.
as long as it gets filtered through the straw, fine. We all got to make sacrifices. Oh man, I gotta drink your bile.
Yeah.
Shit.
Delish.
The water out of the bile, like it's gonna be filtered.
Can't wait. Very excited.
We have
Wonder if
any
it's like even fresher.
we have any closing questions for our guest here?
Yeah. Sorry, I've been so quiet, everybody.
Oh no, it's
No.
all good.
You are a fucking blast.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
glad you
Okay,
came
all right,
on.
all right.
Hit.
Big
Sweet.
hit. Big hit.
Home run.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Around every fucking base. We're excited to have you back
Sweet,
too.
Sweet.
We're gonna we have plans for like a mother cast, obviously, father cast,
I
but
can't wait for it.
A brothers
Yeah, well,
cast.
that-
I would really love
yeah.
to be on a brother's show. That's
that's what I was gonna
that'd be
say.
great.
So
2
we're-
of 3 of which are possible.
yeah.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna
Is
have
Evan not in?
you know he hasn't talked to me yet.
Oh.
So here's the thing, right? You're gonna take our place. So you are gonna fill in for Alex, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
My brother Pookie, he's gonna fill in for me, and one of Nate's brothers is gonna fill in for him, and they're gonna blow up. They're the fucking brothers.
We're the fucking brothers. Okay, so we're like
Yeah.
the second version.
Yeah, you're like
Volume
season
2.
2.
Yeah, the upgrades, the fresh out of the packages.
We're the
new
book,
era.
you guys are the movie.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh fuck yeah! It's been a pleasure, everyone.
It's been a blast.
It's been great.
It fucking has been.
Drive safe.
Drink liquid death.
Drink water. Drink a
Poland
bunch of fucking
Springs.
water.
Poland Springs or Liquid Death, whatever one gives us money.
Oh yeah.
That's about it. Just
And
stay hydrated.
Yeah, stay hydrated. Inhale chlorine, and most importantly, be yourself.
Stay thirsty.
Not too much plastic.
Gonna go drink water now.
Have fun, everyone.
Good night.